Major casting news from the wizarding world of Harry Potter in today's Entertainment City. But first, Eddie Murphy speaks out after the death of his brother, fellow comedian Charlie Murphy. Eddie Murphy and his family say their hearts are heavy as they mourn the loss of Eddie's older brother, Charlie Murphy. The comedian and actor died yesterday at the age of 57 following a battle with leukemia. Murphy was best known as a cast member and sketch writer on Chappelle's Show. He also worked with Eddie on projects including 2007's Norbit.
Welcome to another year at Hogwarts.
Long before he was the headmaster at Hogwarts and Harry Potter's mentor, Albus Dumbledore looked like this. At least, he will in the sequel to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Jude Law has been cast as the young Dumbledore in the Harry Potter spin-off, which will explore the wizard's life decades before the Potter series. He'll star alongside Eddie Redmayne, who's back as the main character in the spin-off series, and Johnny Depp, who will play Dumbledore's best friend turned foe, Grindelwald. The movie is due out fall 2018. It'll be the second of 5 in the Potter prequel franchise. In other casting news, Josh Brolin is joining Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool sequel as Cable, expected to be the straight man to Deadpool's comedic chops. Now, Brolin's casting has been greeted with some confusion since he's already playing a different Marvel character, the villain Thanos, a role he'll next reprise in Avengers Infinity War. However, Thanos is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while the Deadpool films take place in Fox's completely separate X-Men universe. Not confusing at all, right?
Did you paint that happy little chicken?
Yeah, wanted to remember his happier days.
Critics are raving about Sally Hawkins' portrayal of Maud Lewis, the real-life artist from rural Nova Scotia who persevered through juvenile arthritis, poverty, and ill treatment by her community to become one of Canada's most beloved folk artists. Ethan Hawke stars alongside Hawkins as the rough and reclusive fish peddler Everett Lewis, who hired Maud as his live-in housekeeper. Eventually, the two fell in love and married. Terry Hart caught up with Hawkins and Hawke when they brought the movie to the Toronto International Film Festival.
This is just such a celebration of the beautiful simplicity that life can offer. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, she was happy there in her chair by her window, and that's all she needed.
What I love about the movie is so often people don't change, and you get this feeling that people can't change. But Everett's heart was really changed by her. That's a huge thing. When you start to not just love somebody and not love what they do for you, but love them so much you want to do things for them.
Maudie hits select theaters starting tomorrow and opens across the country next Friday.
I never set out to make perfume. If Abdullah was selling saffron, I'd be the spice lady.
Another inspiring woman from Nova Scotia is at the heart of the story told in Perfume War, a documentary about how Barb Stegman uses perfume to help women in war-torn countries. A mission inspired by a very personal event in her life. She told TK about it.
Captain Green, my best friend, when he was serving in the Canadian Forces in a peaceful Shura, discussing how to bring clean drinking water and health care to the families of the village, he was struck in the head with a Taliban axe. And he wasn't supposed to make it through the night, but he did. In the hospital, I promised I'd take on his mission of peace, realized I didn't have a way. So I created a new way. Through trade.
Yeah.
In my case, it was perfume to get farmers off the illegal poppy,
Yeah.
get them growing legal crops.
How do you tap into that vision to do something extraordinary like that?
You really have to get rid of your ego. If your mission is bigger than you, it's now not about you.
Perfume War hits theaters tomorrow. And coming up next week, we're talking to Tom Holland about his new movie, The Lost City of Zed. Plus, he gives us the scoop on Spider-Man, too.